Good morning. You are listening to UpReach, a morning devotional presented by the Church Street Church of Christ in Lewisburg, Tennessee, to encourage you as you face the opportunities and challenges of today. Let's begin this day together with some inspiring thoughts from God's holy word.
O God, you are my God. Early will I seek you. My soul thirsts for you. My flesh longs for you in a dry and thirsty land where there is no water. So I have looked for you in the sanctuary to see your power and your glory. Because your loving kindness is better than life, my lips shall praise you. Thus I will bless you while I live. I will lift up my hands in your name. My soul shall be satisfied as with marrow and fatness, and my mouth shall praise you with joyful lips. Psalm 63, verses 1 through 5. How do we feel about God? What is our attitude toward each circumstance God sends our way? We tend to have one of three attitudes to what happens in life. We can accept it just because God is bigger than we are. In the last analysis, we cannot do anything about it anyway, so it is better to accept it and to be done with it. This is the Stoic point of view. The Stoics believe that everything that happens is according to the will of God. They therefore say that the one thing to learn is to accept everything without complaint. Not to do so is simply to batter one's head against the walls of the universe, a painful process which gets one precisely nowhere. So the Stoics say epigrammatically, if you can't get what you want, then teach yourself to want what you get. We can accept things because God is wiser than we are. This is a better attitude, but it is still not the best. We all know the kind of people who have a passion for arranging the lives of others. They know best, and they genuinely think that we ought to accept their guidance. Now, these people are not usually popular because no one likes being pushed around. If we can say no more than that God is wiser than we are, there might well be a kind of cold, impersonal quality in God's dealing with us. We might think of God sitting in his vast sovereignty, arranging people's lives with a kind of intellectual benevolence, meticulously dealing out what is best for us, but regarding us rather as the pieces in a pattern than as persons with hearts that can be touched and feelings that can be hurt. God has the wisdom to know and the power to do. He is bigger and wiser than we are. But God also has the love to understand. And so he does not move us around like pieces on a board who cannot say no anyway. He does not arrange things with a distant superiority. He appeals to us. He trusts us. He leaves us free to say no and to go our own way if we want it that way. But when we realize that at the heart of things there is love, then we can say, not in resignation, but in joy, thy will be done. This, of course, is the best attitude of all. What about you today? Do you take a rather cynical view toward God and toward the life he offers? Do you simply resign yourself with a sigh, accepting the circumstances of life as they come, simply because God is bigger or wiser than you? Why not ask God today for the change of heart necessary to respond to him with a heart full of love and joy, saying, your will be done.
This has been UpReach, a presentation of the Church Street Church of Christ in Lewisburg, Tennessee. I am Kyle Bolton, the pulpit minister at Church Street, and I would like to personally invite you to come and share times of Bible study and worship with us each week. We meet every Sunday at 9 o'clock a.m. for our morning worship, followed by our Sunday school for all ages at 10:15 a.m. Then we meet again at 6 o'clock p.m. for our evening worship. We also have a midweek meeting for devotion and Bible study on Wednesdays at 6:30 p.m. I hope to see you there. Have a blessed day.
You are holy God, a perfect and holy God. We will come before you with hearts made clean by Jesus' blood. You are holy God, a perfect and holy